Hello, commercial community, and welcome back to the to part two of the Circle of Life Lead Mastery series. So happy to see all of you again. Our part one, which was about a week ago, we talked about basically your database. We talked about assembling your database, the importance of a database, the importance of rating your database, how to sort and refine and cultivate and move your people or your people that are part of your database up into higher quality categories through strengthening your relationships with them. We also covered all of the different types of leads that an agent can focus on, leading to the highest quality lead, the highest and best use of your time type of a lead, which is the referral. And so, this is all about how to, in a way, train the people in your circle to sort of be, without them realizing it, and it's such a fun thing to do with them, but you're sort of guiding them to become kind of like little mini recruiters for you, putting their feelers out there for you and directing leads and prospects and referrals your way. So in a way, it's sort of like turning your database into the goose that lays the golden eggs for you. And so that's what we had talked about in our last session, part number two. And I want you to think about something. Okay, so we had talked about how to build your database, put it together, assemble it, and I had given everybody an assignment to put the database together, assemble a database. So I hope that you did that. If you have not yet assembled your database, be sure to do that as soon as you can. I promise you're going to thank me years down the line that you took this extra step. And those of you that already have a database put together, go back, refine that, because I bet you that there are people in your database that probably need to be moved up categories. So get your C's up to the B level, get your B's up to the A level, get your A's up to the A plus level. And if you go back and review that video, you'll learn how to do that through sorting and refining your database. So I want you to think about something. I want to share a little something with you. So let's say you have 100 people in your database. So that's the goal. Get it up to 100 quality people in your database. So you have 100 people in your database. Let's say out of that, you have 30 of them that you consider A's that are in your database. Maybe you don't get that right away, but let's say over a period of 6 months or so, you continue to follow our activities, which I'm going to share with you here momentarily, but you work it, you nurture it. And so build it up to where you have 100 people in the database, and let's say out of that 100, you have 30 that you consider either an A or an A plus. Here's the cool thing. Everybody knows another person that is thinking about buying or selling real estate. In fact, every year people run into, just through their day-to-day lives and their work lives, church, neighbors, they interact with, on average, about 5 to 10 people that are planning or thinking about making a move every year. So picture this. You have your top 30 people in your database, your top A's. You have 100 people, 30 of them you consider to be A's. Every one of those people that you consider to be an A, they interact with anywhere from 5 to 10 people within a year that are thinking about purchasing real estate, whether it be residential or commercial real estate. So picture this. You play your cards straight. You follow the system, which is so simple. It's so easy. I cannot wait to share with you the type of activities that you apply to your database, because it's going to blow your mind with how easy this stuff is. So let's say you follow the structure, you follow the steps, these systems, and you remain consistent with it. Over a period of a year, those 30 people that you consider A's, they will have interacted with anywhere from 5 to 10 people that are thinking about making a move or purchasing or selling commercial real estate. Let's say that those 30 people, every one of them sent you over 5 referrals within that year. Only 5, even though they probably know up to 10, but let's say that they only sent you 5. Now picture this, over a period of the year, you get those referrals coming in. Not all of them are going to qualify right away. Maybe some of them don't completely materialize, but let's say that 25% of those referrals end up materializing into something. So all 30 people sent you at least 5 referrals, even though they know more. Maybe there's 10 on average, but they sent you 5. Let's say out of all of that, only 25% actually do something and close a deal with you. Only 25%. It's a small percentage. Do you know you would have had 37.5 transactions within a period of a year, just following the simple system that doesn't cost hardly anything at all. All it is just paying attention, doing the things we all should be doing, right? To the people that we care about. So these are our friends, our family, our past clients, acquaintances, people that know us, that care about us, and we know them and we care about them. It's just paying attention to them, but doing it in a structured way with a proven framework to follow. And so how cool would that be if you had an additional 37.5 transactions in 2020? Wouldn't that be so exciting? And so, so now I want to talk about all the different activities that help you to stay top of mind in the most non-pushy way, with finesse. And it's all very organic. I refer to it several times in our part 1 video of all these activities that we're going to be getting into. And anyway, so here we go. Okay, so building your referral base relationally through all of these different areas. So in avenues. So through utilizing your phone, everybody has this very important tool. So utilizing your phone through monthly items of value that are actually mailed out. Okay. So we're going to talk about that through newsletters that are sent out. Okay, so commercial commercial related newsletters, residential newsletters, or the two combined into one. Also, coffee or breakfast. So I like to refer to this as breaking bread. So breaking bread with people. That's another important piece of the pie when it comes to building a business relationally. And then there's also business mixers with other business owners, okay? We're gonna talk a little bit about that. We're gonna talk about client appreciation parties and events. And then I saved the very best for last. We're also gonna talk about pop-by gifts. And it's not Popeye the Sailor Man, it's pop-by gifts, okay? All right, so first off, it's one of your most important tools, most important resources is your phone. And so, so very important to stay in connection with people that are in your database via the telephone. Okay, so here's an example. You have your people in your database. It should never be that you go years and years without talking to the folks in your database. Your people that you would consider someone under an A category, I would probably recommend that you're in contact with them over the phone, even if it's just leaving them a message. But more importantly, it's better if you can actually talk to them voice to voice. So reaching out to them, and you always want to have a purpose for the call. Maybe the purpose for the call is just to reconnect and just say, hey, it's been a while since we've talked and I've seen you. Just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be stopping by next weekend or next week. I'll be in the area of the business. I'm just going to swing by and pop in and say hi. I have something to drop off. So that could be the phone call. Or it could be that you're calling, just somebody that's in your database that maybe they own a business. Maybe they own the building. Okay, so maybe you're giving them a call just to say, hey, I'm gonna start sending you regular market update reports on your property. Okay, and so that could be the purpose of the phone call. The point is, call and connect, and don't be afraid to make those phone calls, because 9 times out of 10, they're really happy to hear from you, and it's just nice for them to know that you're thinking about them. Okay, so monthly items of value mailed out. I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, nobody does postcards anymore. Nobody mails things anymore. And you are right. You're right. People don't do this. And so the fact that you are going to do these things stands out, And so every time an agent sends out a monthly item of value, and I did say monthly, it's not a once a year type of thing. It's every month. The item of value doesn't necessarily need to be something that is always real estate related. It could be something as simple as the Arizona Cardinals football schedule. Okay, so it's an item of value that they would use, something of value that they would use. Maybe they'll go ahead and add a magnet and put it on their refrigerator, but it has your information, your contact information. And it's just another additional piece of the pie that keeps you in front of them, that keeps you a little bit more at the forefront of their mind, okay? And so, so we have 2 different examples here. One is a vacation checklist. Again, has nothing to do with real estate, but could someone during the summertime use something like this? And the answer is absolutely they could. I know that I could. And, there's just a plethora of different topics. The cool thing with the way that the commercial community works is these pieces are designed and created for you. Okay, so you'll have to get them mailed out, and we do have a system in place where we can make it a little bit more automated for you, but the work's already done. The design work is already done. Your information will be on the back, embedded on the back with your contact information, and you really do want to get into the routine of every month something consistently going out to your database, okay? So, but it's not just this. It's not just like send a postcard every single month and you're going to get referrals. You could, but there's other touches and other things that we want to do as well to keep us top of mind always in the eyes of our sphere of influence. Okay, and so every month we recommend that you send out a monthly newsletter. The newsletter can be commercial real estate related with important commercial, real estate topics and news reports that are happening here around town locally or all across the nation. But to me, it's an important thing. Let's say that the newsletter goes to their inbound list, but they don't have the time to read it this time. Maybe the next time they will, but then the postcard goes out. So they're getting touches from you through email, through hopefully your social media as well, and then actually in the mail, okay? It just helps you to stand out from the rest. Okay, I want to talk about coffee or breakfast or lunch or dinner, really. I do like the concept of meeting up with clients over coffee or breakfast. As you can see, I'm a little bit of a talker. So if we go to meet for coffee, it's usually that we could get away. It's easier for them to break away for 45 minutes or an hour to just reconnect over a cup of coffee. And honestly, you're meeting with another business person over coffee, you don't have to always have such an obvious agenda. Sometimes it's just connecting, reconnecting, finding out how they are doing business-wise, professionally, how their personal life is going, and you just sincerely taking an interest in that. And then usually what'll happen is they'll reciprocate. They'll want to know, how's business going? How's commercial real estate going? You know, how's your residential real estate going? How's the family going? When you can bond and connect over coffee or food, you just really get a much deeper connection. And towards the end of the meeting, the breaking breakfast meeting, or breaking bread meeting, or just meeting with coffee, towards the end, I might have a little gift to give to them. And when they thank me for treating them to coffee, at the very end, I might say, you know what, hey, I just appreciate people like you so much. I appreciate, you know, your business and your friendship. And, you know, just so you know, I'm never too busy to answer any of your questions. And if you happen to have other friends or family members that are thinking about buying or selling residential real estate or commercial real estate, even if they just have questions, I just want you to know, rest assured, I am never too busy. Have them give me a call. I'd love to help them out in any way that I can. Okay. And so, you know, what happens is you're taking the time out of your busy day to reconnect with a past client or a friend or a family member over this, to find out how their business is going. And it's magical what can come out of those meetings, the type of opportunities that can come out of a meeting when you've actually broken bread with somebody. It's pretty incredible. And I would recommend that agents, you know, do a minimum of 2 of these a week. You know, pick your, and of course, these are going to be your A people, your A and your A plus people that you schedule these with. But if you do 2 separate ones a week minimum, you know, push yourself to do 4 a week. And see the opportunities that come out of that. It's pretty fascinating. I challenge you to do it. Okay, business mixers. So, you know, getting involved with a networking group is something that I recommend. If you are not ready to make that kind of a commitment to a networking group, you could even create your own business mixer. So if you're a residential agent or a commercial agent, think about the business people that you've over the years directed business to. Okay, or it could be even in your personal life. So, but on the business front, you know, we all know home inspectors. We know people like carpeting companies. You know, we know people like roofers. We know auto mechanics. So we know all these other business people that are out there that also own the business. And when someone owns the business, it is over time the vision to actually own the building in which you're running the business out of. So creating business mixers where all these people are getting together, business owners, where they're able to mix and mingle with one another and cross-refer one another, you know, is the way to go. And you never know when one of those people knows another business person that is in the market to buy or sell commercial real estate. So it's something that I definitely recommend. And I don't recommend that you just do it one time and be done with it. I recommend that you go about it in a way that you really build upon it, you know, and maybe you start off by just doing 1 a month, getting together with everybody, all these different business people, and then just doing 1 a month, and having the business people invite other business people into the circle. Just start it that way, and then what'll happen is in time, you will figure out how to tweak the meeting and the topic and how it looks. But it's definitely, you know, a starting place. Just start with it, reach out to your vendors and your affiliates and the people that you're referring business to, and get them together and get them involved. And before you know it, it'll snowball and turn into something incredible, possibly even your own networking group. Okay, another thing that I can't live without, and I just recommend to all, honestly, to all business people, if you're in the business of selling something, I think one of the greatest things that you could do is commit to hosting and throwing client appreciation events. Okay, and so it doesn't have to start out and be this big, huge thing. It could start out small on any level. You know, you could have, you know, we do catered events, and we do large events, but the team and I, we've worked our way up to that. You could start out smaller by hosting a happy hour with your A people, at maybe at a local restaurant where you reserve a room for them. You could even book something at your office and just do a little, you know, sandwich platter type of thing, and do it that way. And so these are some pictures of some of the events that we've done over the years. We do a picnic, the team and I. And our last one, we hosted a picnic. We had about 600 of our guests come. So these were all people that were clients in the team's database. And it was incredible. The team pitched in. We had all of our affiliates and our vendors also helped and pitched in. We had barbecue going and a buffet line, face painters. We had kids games and activities, stuff for the adults to do. We had tons of prizes that we raffled off, and it was just an incredibly fun time for everyone. So this is a picnic that we've been doing every year, and now it's just grown and snowballed that all of the guests, they just look forward to us redoing it or doing another picnic every year, and it just seems to get bigger and bigger. But doing something like this where the people in your database, they know the professional side of you, but now they see this personal fun side of you as well. And it just is such a great way to have a great connection, friendship, business relationship, but also friendship with the people in your database. I highly recommend it. And I will tell you, you do something like this, and what happens is you are big time at the forefront of their mind when it comes to referrals, and when all the people around them at work, at church, you know, in their neighborhood, so much is mentioned that they're thinking about making a move, commercial or residential. Doing these type of events really keeps you set in stone at the forefront of their mind. They remember. And the team, what happens is they regularly get referrals from people in their database, partly because we put these events on. We also do one in the fall. It's a kid-free, grown-up night out. We rent a ballroom. It's a catered event that we do. It's so much fun. There's entertainment, tons of prizes, tons of stuff going on. But it's just another way to give back and show appreciation to our clients. They look forward to this stuff. And they continually send a referral and repeat business back over. Holidays, you know, when the holidays come around, it's always a fun time to host an event as well. And, you know, and we've been at this for quite a few years. It doesn't have to be this big. You know, you could even put on an event that is a potluck and with 30 people and have everybody bring a dish. It could be at your home that you do it. And honestly, when you host an event at your home, it is really one of the best ways to connect for your clients to get to know you on that level where they're hanging out at a party at your home. That's where it's at. And, you know, whether it's residential real estate, whether it's commercial real estate, or if you are in any other industry that you're a salesperson, this is the way to get in their heart and really deeply stay at the forefront of their mind. If you like this idea, you know, I challenge you, go ahead and just book it. Just book one party, whatever the concept of the party is, whatever the theme of the party is, just even book one. You know, if this is your first year that you're planning on doing one, just book one. And maybe the following year, move it up to 2 parties within the year. And you will see your business transform big time by doing this. Okay. So before I talk about the importance of consistency and self-discipline and accountability, I want to share with you another idea. Well, it's not an idea. It's something that I really recommend that everybody do. And so this is something that I would do back in the day when I was selling a lot of real estate. Anytime I would meet a client for a coffee or for breakfast, or to get paperwork signed, we can have our clients sign paperwork digitally, right? We can do that. So impersonal, and most of the time that is the case that you want to do it that way. But a lot of times, I like to just go over and be with them, meet them somewhere for coffee, have them come into my office or meet them at their home. And sometimes I like to just go over that document with them. And in doing that, really the big reason is, you know, I want to be with them face to face more often. And, you know, that always gives me a window of opportunity to get a little deeper with the rapport. And one of the greatest ways to go deep with the rapport is to bring them a little something, a little pop-by gift. And so even after the transaction closes, I love stopping by their place of business or their home with a little token of appreciation, just letting them know how much I value and appreciate them, their business, our business relationship, but also our friendship. And I will tell you, it's one of the greatest ways to really stay at the forefront of their mind. And doing these things, it can't be, you know, okay, I delivered 20 of these pop-by gifts and I didn't get one referral. Okay, so sometimes you'll hit the jackpot, you'll get a lot of referrals, but other times you won't get it right away. It doesn't mean stop doing it. You want to continue to do this month after month after month. Make it a part of your business plan. And I'll share with you what a pop-by gift is. It's basically a gift, a token of appreciation, a little thing, nothing very expensive, you know. It could be simple, like a Starbucks gift card. It could be, you know, we're going into the holidays. It could be stopping by right before Thanksgiving a day or two and bringing them a pumpkin pie for the whole family. And so the purpose is, the big thing is not so much the gift that you're giving, and definitely not the cost of it, because you could spend a lot of money on a pop-by or you could spend very little on a pop-by. It doesn't matter. The fact that you are a very busy, successful real estate agent and family person, or you're just busy, right? We all are. The fact that you took the time out of your busy schedule to stop by someone in your database that you care about, to let them know that you're thinking about them, to check in on them, to see how they're doing, and just find out how life is treating them. Just the fact that you did that, stopped by, they get it. They appreciate it. They love it. And you'll see they are very warm and welcoming of you whenever you do it. And if you're consistent every month or every other month stopping by with a little something, I cannot even express to you how important, how key this is that you do these type of things. And so I'm going to share with you just a few of probably thousands upon thousands of pop-by gift ideas that we have here within the Career Agent Development Program. And so here's a little something. So this is a pop-up sunshade screen. We live in Arizona, and pretty much all year round, this is something that will be of value, that'll come in handy. And they have it in their car. They're just pop-up shade. It's just a pop-up shade screen, and they have it in their car. And you know, they would use it all the time. How about this? Every time they use something like this, they think of you. It has nothing to do with real estate, but they think of you as a thoughtful person. And it's like, right on. This is so cool. Michelle, I'm so glad Michelle gave these to me. I use them all the time. Okay. And so let me show you what the tagline looks like and kind of what the packaging looks like. Okay. So there you go. That's Michelle Billman right there. And this tagline says, you'll have it made in the shade if you use me for all your real estate needs. So simple. It's not going to break the bank. Who can't during the summertime deliver 20 of these over a period of a month to your favorite people, which are your A's and your A pluses? And if you don't have 20 A's and A pluses, you could also send these to your B's. You could just stop by. And it's not mailing. This is not mailing because that's too impersonal, that part of it. This is Michelle picking up the phone earlier in the week and saying, hey, just a heads up, I'm going to be stopping by. I'll be in your area on Friday afternoon. I'm just going to pop in to say hi. It's been a little while. And so she's calling them to give them a heads up. And then on Friday, she stops by, right? And they love it. They appreciate it. She's way at the forefront of their mind. So this is one of them. So during the holidays to me is one of the funnest times to deliver Popeyes during the holidays. You know, and it seems like at least every other month there's a fun holiday. There's Mother's Day, there's Father's Day, there's 4th of July. I mean, there's so many, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween. There's just always something to celebrate. And so I love the idea of Popeyes that celebrate whatever holiday it is, okay? So this is a really fun one. All that it is a coffee mug right here, a pretty coffee mug. And inside of it, there's apple cider, and there's treats in here, and there's cinnamon sticks. And the tagline says, relax and enjoy a warm and sweet fall season treat. Oh, by the way, I'm never too busy for your referrals. And so here's the tag. If you want to see that right there. Okay. By the way, if you like any of these, do let us know. And we're happy to send you the design work for all of these so you could print them on your computer so you don't have to recreate them. Here's another fun one, kind of a funny one. Okay, this is a drain rooter. Can you see it? So it's this long, like snake-looking thing right here. Honestly, no matter how wealthy you are, you could always use one of these because this is a lot more affordable to have one of these on hand than call a plumber every time. And so this little Roto-Rooter drain cleaner, what it says is your referrals are the root of my business. That's what the tagline says. Show it to you right there. You would attach your business card to this. And the cool thing is this is something that Popeye that you could just have in your car. You could have a basket of them in your car and so they're not going to melt, and this will go to good use. So I love Popeye gift ideas that are useful. Okay, so here's another one. This is a little set right here. You see it? Okay, and it's an eyeglass repair kit and a sunglass carrying case is in here. The tagline says, it's clear to see what a great client you are. I have all the tools to help you and your referrals with all their real estate needs. And here's the tag. Pretty cool. These gifts are very inexpensive, by the way, you guys. So, you could, there's so many fun things, beneficial, useful things that you can find, handy things at places like Walmart, Staples, You could you could buy things in bulk through Costco, through Sam's Club. You could order things on Amazon. And I'll give you a little hint. One of my favorite places to go, a couple of my favorite places to go, is places like the 99-cent store, the Dollar Tree. It blows my mind what kind of fun things, useful things, quality things you can pick up at stores like that. And you could make little gift sets like this. And who wouldn't use this? An eyeglass repair kit, everybody would need that, right? Okay, another one, a little bell. This is you could see it, an emoji bell. Okay, and for service with a smile, have your friends and family give me a ring. Okay, there's the tagline. Okay, it's very, I don't know, I love it. I think it's adorable. Okay, we have another one that is a holiday related pop-by, but this does not have to be holiday related. So this is actually a candle holder, a tea light candle holder, and along with a candle in the back. And this one is actually a pumpkin. So we're coming up on Thanksgiving. So this one's a pumpkin. And the tagline says, "I really light up when I work with great people like you. By the way, I'm never too busy to carve out time for you and your referrals." So here's the tag. And you would, of course, add your business card to that, but that's also a fun one. Anyways, like I said, we have hundreds upon hundreds of these ideas, and we would not have been doing these type of activities for years and years and years and years if it didn't work. Building your business relationally, it honestly, these handful of things that I shared with you, the phone calls, the monthly postcard, the monthly newsletter, the breaking breads, meeting for coffee, the client appreciation get-togethers, along with these pop-by gifts. Guys, what I'm trying to express to you is it is that easy. There's so many other things that you could do to generate leads, like cold calling, door knocking, paying a lot of money to buy leads. But honestly, until you master this and learning how to get the people that already know you and trust you, how to, in such a fun, social way, stay top of mind with them, and then they start referring you business, it really is the easiest way to build your business. It is. And you know, we're living proof of it. This is the way that the team and I work, and we've had the majority of our businesses come about this way. And honestly, it's almost like as if it's too good to be true. How could delivering this get me $1 million referral? There's no way. It's like, come on, no way that's going to happen. But I'm here to tell you, this is how it happens. This is how it happens. It's not super expensive, but it does take your time. And it's not a ton of time. You know, what I'm talking about is a couple hours a day. A couple of hours a day. In those times of the year when you're planning on hosting a client appreciation event, yeah, that's going to take a little bit more time, but you have resources, you have vendors and other people that can pitch in and help with that kind of thing. So now I do want to stress to you the importance of consistency and self-discipline and holding yourself accountable. This stuff is not a one and done. This is a commitment. This is a commitment to do the business, generating leads the right way, following this framework, and being consistent with it. You know, it's over time and through you doing things to stay in front of them on a regular basis without being pushy. It's over time that it builds and it builds and it builds, and they have in time a much stronger sense of credibility in you, and it creates loyalty in you as well. And by the way that you are consistent and regular with what you're doing to stay in front of them, what happens is in the back of their mind, they tell themselves, you know what? this agent, Paul Newcomb, if he is so consistent and on point with all of these activities, he's going to do a killer job, an incredible job selling my commercial property. You know, that's what happens. And so they don't view you, when you commit to this and you're consistent for months and months and then years and years, they don't view you as a fly-by-night agent or just a dabbler in the business. They view you as a committed real estate agent. This is your career. And isn't that what we want? We want them to view us as somebody, sure, fun and personable and likes to have parties and likes to do these fun things, but we want them to view us as a consistent, reliable, dependable, accountable business person. That's what we want them. We want them to see that side of us as well. And this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Okay. In closing, the power of having a great mindset. My recommendation is that we all work on it every single day through personal growth and development. Constantly work on your mindset. I'm such a big believer in that our success, 95% of it in this business, has everything to do with our attitude, having a positive attitude, and constantly, because you work at it every day, and it's really easy, especially in the real estate industry, to get caught up in the negative or get down on something that didn't go the right way. And it's easy to isolate yourself. It's easy to get discouraged in this business. But I will tell you, it's the realtor that knows that every day they have to do whatever it takes, whether it be listening to, podcasts to help you stay motivated, educated, and positive, or reading audiobooks or going to seminars, working at those things every single day to make sure you're positive and excited and in love with the business. It takes effort, but I will tell you, it's the person that's excited, motivated, inspired in this business that attracts more and more business to them. Okay. And the agent that becomes jaded, which it's very easy to do, when it becomes jaded, isolated, starts becoming cynical, what happens is you have opportunities right there in front of you, but you're too consumed and too in your own way to see it, and then you don't take the opportunity, versus the agent that has a great outlook, a really positive mindset, knows that there's going to be issues and challenges, but they get it, they are embraced by it, and they rise up to the occasion, and they know that they're going to get through it. That agent ends up being a magnet for more and more opportunities. And it's just that they see it because they have a great outlook. And so I want to leave everybody with a quote, whether you think you can or you think you can't, guess what? You are right. So that concludes part 2 of our Circle of Life Lead Mastery. If you have not put your database together yet, please do. Again, you're going to thank me later. And that concludes our class for today. Thank you guys so much.